came into town, or from the first day, or you want to know just how I got in the restaurant business? Are you rolling yet, or you just want to know?
No. His name is Freddie Glusman.
What are you guys doing? Follow me
AKA
around?
Freddie G. He's a man who's been in Sin City almost as long as Lady Luck herself.
Vegas isn't Sin City. Vegas is the same as any city. You go into Chicago, there's great restaurants and there's topless places.
For 42 years, he's worked the town, entertained celebrities, and he's run with the players.
Did you ever meet or know Elvis?
Very well. Got in a fight with Elvis.
But it wasn't until he opened a little off-strip Italian bistro that he finally hit the jackpot.
I hate to say this, but we're famous.
Named after the restaurant's original chef, Piero the Man had a short-lived career at best.
He left. I mean, left with a little help, but he left.
But 17 years later, Piero's The Restaurant is a Las Vegas legend, an off-the-strip hotspot where the real life's blood of the city goes for dinner.
Chuck Henry, glad to meet you, Chuck. Nice to see you.
For the locals to go to the Strip, to go to the Bellagio or the Mirage or MGM, it's a pain. I mean, you got to go down the Strip, or they can't get to the Strip. It's too crowded. Here, they just come down one of the side streets and parking, valet, everything. They're in here, no problem.
There's only one place I'll eat, and that's Max's Deli. No, I'm sorry, no, Piero's.
The old gambler type that built Las Vegas took care of the customers. I mean, if you were a customer, you would get anything you wanted.
Now, to take care of his customers, Freddie has Chef Jobert.
He does what the customers want him to do.
Why don't you like me in your kitchen?
Temperamental. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't drink. He doesn't put extra garlic in when he's upset with his wife or his girlfriend.
This dish is a dish we make in once in a while. It's a special pasta of the night. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to do this asparagus, fresh asparagus with tomatoes. I blanch them in water, a lot of water and salt. So the tomato, you just make a little cross in the back and then put in the water for a few seconds. And the reason is to get the skin off and cool off in ice cold water. Right there, like this. Just take about 2 seconds to do that. As you can see now, the tomatoes, the skins come right off. The fresh asparagus are blanched in the same water for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to start to cook the scallops and the shrimps in a skillet. Cover the bottom, olive oil. Yep. I leave the skin on, it gives a better flavor. A pinch of salt, fresh black pepper. Cook for about 5 minutes. It's very quick.
To me, it's incredible. It's a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
This place is packed.
Stars, I've got a list of stars that if I started naming them, I'd be here for hours and hours.
Do you have a favorite?
Okay, Jerry Lewis.
Best restaurant in Las Vegas. Right here.
You could go a little further than that. How about the Henderson?
I took you to Laughlin last time. Don't be greedy.
Freddie does have what he calls his S list. And you don't want to get on Freddie's S list because he sends you to Siberia or all of a sudden he doesn't have room for you.
So now I'm going to add the fresh tomatoes, a little bit of fresh garlic, and the fresh asparagus. Let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and a splash of white wine, just a little bit, just a splash like that. And here I have some pappardelle already cooked. I'm going to add the pasta now. In the pasta dish, you can see it's ready.
There's restaurants that come in here every day. New restaurants open up from New York and Chicago, and they think they're going to come in Las Vegas and hit a home run. It doesn't work that way. I mean, people have developed a taste for our food, and the moment they know they're going to Vegas, they call up Piero's and say, well, we're coming to Piero's and we need a reservation.
Okay, this is the fettuccine with shrimps and scallops, and very simple dish and very beautiful.
What do you think those people up on the Strip are eating tonight?
Well, they're not eating that.
we're coming back with a truck stop and a donut shop as the Travel Cafe's off-the-strip tour of Vegas continues. But first, if I were to ask you how many miles of lighted neon tubing there are in downtown Vegas, what would you say? Well, think about it, and we'll compare notes in just 2 minutes. All right, here's the answer. There are 15,000 miles of neon lighted tubing in downtown Las Vegas. Little glitter and glamour from the fastest growing city in America. Over 300,000 people will move to the desert this year alone, and that makes Las Vegas, Nevada a city of transplants.
Well, I moved here back in 1985 from Ohio.
I was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'll tell you right now, I've been here about a year and 4 months, and it blew me away when I came here from my previous base.
But the most popular newcomer is a famous Midwesterner, a light and fluffy donut, and she's called Krispy Kreme.
Is that your favorite donut?
This is my favorite
Just a plain
donut.
old glaze?
Just a plain old glaze. There's nothing like it. When you eat it, it just melts in your mouth. Wow.
What?
Originally started in Salem, North Carolina, Krispy Kreme donuts are a 62-year-old Eastern success story.
I had them when I was in Ohio, going to school.
But while half of the country has been drowning in a thick, sugary glaze,
There isn't a spot on this donut, as you can see, that doesn't have glaze on it. It's beautiful.
the other half has been in a serious donut drought. That is, until this donut decided to bring them out west.
I had had my first donut in 1992 in Alexandria, Virginia, and I loved it. I was just head over heels in love. And their long courtship, longer than I wanted.
After 6 years of begging, Lincoln Spohr finally got the okay from the powers that be to bring America's donut to Vegas.
Actually, they gave me Vegas because I think in their view it was the equivalent of Siberia.
And the rest, my friends, is donut history.
I couldn't believe it. I went home and called my mother. I said, Mother, you won't believe what's coming here. She says, what is it? I said, Krispy Kreme.
How many of these donuts have you consumed over the years?
Oh, my God.
Whatever those years may be.
I can't count that far.
When I started, I was eating about 9 a day, and now I'm up to about 6 a day.
Oh, just give a stab.
1 million.
No.
Yes.
There are people that come in and they'll take 9 donuts and go and just eat it like a pie.
Have you ever had a Krispy Kreme donut
I've never had a
before?
Krispy Kreme donut.
If you've never ever had a Krispy Kreme before, you must have the original.
The original.
The original.
Usually on a glazed donut, the donut doesn't quite have enough glaze on it. It's sort of patchy in spots. This is absolutely smothered in glaze.
Does it not melt in your mouth?
And it's like a potato chip. You can't stop eating with one bite.
The absolute critical ingredient, process ingredient for Krispy Kreme is the proofing process. And that's a process that takes 30 minutes. That's where you see the donuts going up and down on the conveyor. And that process creates a very light, fluffy donut. And that's the kind of donut that people love, that we're known for.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen the engine of an 18-wheeler before. You're probably wondering, well, what does this have to do with food? Well, what it has to do with food, and we are definitely off the strip this time, is that one of the great secrets of Las Vegas is about 5 miles out of town on I-15. It's a truck stop, and what makes this truck stop so unusual is that they serve the best biscuits and gravy you'll find anywhere. Celebrities know that. Jim Carrey has been known to eat here. Andre Agassi and Brooke Shields are said to dine here at night. But 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you'll find good home cooking and hungry truck drivers at the Flying J Cookery off I-15.
I've ate at a lot of facilities here in Las Vegas. Before I even started working at this establishment, I've enjoyed their biscuits and gravy here.
The waitresses are nice.
Waitresses.
Yeah, they're very friendly.
I love drivers. I love them. I think they're wonderful. I think they're wonderful human beings. They're wonderful.
How about the food, though?
Yeah, pretty good. I haven't thrown up yet.
Now that, friends, is a recommendation. What's the strangest thing you saw a truck driver do?
Put a bottle of Tabasco in his coffee and had to have another bottle for each cup of coffee he drank. We get a lot of tourists. Not only do we get a lot of drivers, we get a lot of tourists. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, that is.
That was kind of weird for me, too.
That is very weird.
And this is a little difficult to find because you don't think of going to a truck stop
And it's kind of out of your way. I mean, especially if you're coming to Vegas.
Right,
you know,
I
to go see
agree.
the casinos,
Right,
and the bright
I agree.
lights, and all of that.
I agree.
But you would say to somebody, this is probably something you wouldn't want to miss?
Actually, yes, for the atmosphere.
For roughly $5, you can have the famous off-the-strip buffet, an eggs and bacon breakfast, or you can try your hand at a real trucker's meal.
Jumbo combo, you definitely need to try it. Are you hungry?
What is the jumbo combo?
Jumbo combo is our chicken dippers, chicken wings, chili cheese fries, platter that big. You cannot eat it all.
Really?
No. You'll need help. Definitely need help right here.
Excuse me, you're going to eat that whole thing?
I believe I am, unless you want a little bit.
No, I wouldn't. That's a lot of food there.
A lot of food.
A lot of food.
But for those of us looking for something a little less intimidating, can I ask you what's in that one?
Biscuits and gravy, what else?
Oh, this is biscuits and gravy.
Okie. You know Okie?
Oh, yeah. No, I love biscuits and gravy. That's good.
And here's Henry Hensley to show us how to make it.
We just boil a gallon and a half of water, 8 ounces of sausage, and 2 pounds of flour in boiling water. And then we stir it up while it's boiling. Well, gravy needs to be a medium thickness, not too heavy, not too runny, and it goes over the food smooth. If you take a ladle and it drips once, that's perfect in my book. It's very important to have the right biscuit to go with the gravy. So you can't use an already made biscuit that who knows how long it's been sitting around, or a frozen biscuit. For a small order of biscuits and gravy, we give them 1 biscuit and a generous portion of country gravy and sausage.
Now tell me, when Andre Agassi came in here with Brooke Shields, did they ever have this?
No, sir.
No.
Andre Agassi and Brooke Shields were dieters, and they usually ate might as well go half.
Back in 1948, there were 12 flights a day bringing people in and out of Vegas. Guess how many there are today? We'll have that answer, plus a war in the kitchen as the Travel Cafe continues.
If you would like recipes to any of these great Las Vegas restaurants you've seen today, please write us at 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, California, 91523. And don't forget Krispy Kreme in Las Vegas, Nevada on Rainbow.
No, wait, Monica, it's not a commercial. It's not a commercial. Don't get carried away here. It's not a commercial.
You can cut that part out.
Okay, we'll cut it out.
Over 850 flights a day come in and out of Las Vegas's McCarran Airport, making it one of the busiest airports in the world. But Las Vegas has another famous airstrip, and believe me, this place is really cooking.
Nellis Air Force Base is just a few miles north of downtown Las Vegas, a place that's known for 2 things. First of all, the hottest and the fastest fighter pilots in the entire Air Force, members of the Thunderbird, fly the plane behind me. And also, the best food in the military, bar none.
What we focus on in today's Air Force are more of the gourmet type items, things you would normally find in what used to be called a military chow hall.
No need to feel sorry for members of the Nellis Air Force Base. After a day of high flying and combat training, these men and women are eating like high rollers, thanks to a little shared knowledge from their friends on the Strip. Since October of last year, the chefs from Nellis Air Force Base have been doing their training with the chefs from the Rio Hotel and Casino, gathering tips and recipes that are incorporated into the 900,000 meals that Nellis prepares every year.
We've taken maybe about 10 to 12 different recipes from downtown, and we have implemented them into our recipe system here.
Now you may be asking, since when does the military care what kind of food they serve? Well, it's all part of a carefully constructed plan Nellis has to win back the coveted title of Best Food Service Company in the Air Force.
Well, I can tell you right now, Chuck, in 1997 we won Best in the Command, as well as 1998. Last year, Hobart Field, Florida, Hobart Air Force Base, won, and they deserve to win. But this year, we're going to get the trophy back.
Now, to win the food service wars, Nellis has enlisted a secret weapon, hotshot pastry chef Benny Collery, whose recipe for strawberry Napoleon is the bomb.
Light, fluffy, and fattening.
How do we begin?
Okay, first we'll take 2 sheets of puff pastry. Either take a cake round, 9-inch or 10-inch, cut out around it. Then we're going to take off the excess, take our round, place it on a sheet pan. Grab your second sheet of puff pastry, repeat the same step. Next step, what you're going to do is you're going to dock it. What it does is keep the puff pastry from blistering. Blistering is catching big air pockets. You want it to rise nice and fluffy, because this is what this puff pastry does. So you take it, you stick it in the oven at 300 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until light golden brown. Just take fresh strawberries, pint of strawberries. You want to cut the tops off and just cut them in half. Nice big sized chunks. It's going to be for your filling of your cake.
Now tell me, when you joined the Air Force, I mean, did you think it was going to be known for its food?
Actually, when I joined the Air Force, I was already going to college to get my degree in hotel restaurant management. So I always wanted to cook. But I never knew it was going to be something like this. It was real impressive. Taking our egg and powder and sugar, convection sugar. We're going to mix that together. This will have to sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay. Once out the refrigerator, you will have a gelatin, a thick type substance.
Oh, look at
this
that.
pastry cream is nice and thick. Then we'll take whipped cream.
You don't mind if
No,
I
I don't.
just sample a little?
Okay. Then you get some whipped cream.
I'm just thinking about my arteries as I watch you just put that in there.
Like I
that.
said, light, fluffy, and fattening.
How do you stay so thin?
Me?
What are you doing?
Anyway, you take this mixture, you put it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Once that mixture comes out, it will look like this. This is the final preparation of Bavarian cream. Take a nice size helping of the Bavarian cream.
You know, other than the time we have to wait for it in the refrigerator, this doesn't seem like it takes that long.
No, it doesn't. That's the longest part is the Bavarian cream because it takes an hour to chill. After that, once you add your whipped cream, it takes another half an hour. Next step after your Bavarian cream, take your strawberries that you cut up, put a generous amount on, take some more whipped cream. You just want to put some on there.
Oh, man.
Because you want your cake to actually have a height to it. So you just want to pat it down just a little bit. Take your other puff pastry. Make sure that the flat side is facing up for when you decorate. You just lightly set it on top. You don't have to smash it down or anything like that. The next step we will do is decorate the sides of the cake. We will take convection sugar, put some in a strainer, just a little bit. Then you want to lightly dust the top. This is called dusting. Next, take our pastry bag and we're going to decorate the top. It's just a simple
decorating. I'm so bad at this.
It's just a simple
Yeah.
X pattern. Okay.
X pattern.
Yes. What you're going to do is we'll start it down here. So
Yeah.
we're going to go up, come down, go up, come down, just like an X. So you're just following your same line that you went up, the opposite side. Just got it easy. Go up,
Up,
down,
down,
up, back around the way. Yeah.
down.
Almost. You're making curly cues. Presentation is all about using your mind and imagination. So there's really no set one pattern in how to decorate a cake or any product that you do. That's one good thing that I love about being in pastry is because I get to use my mind every single day.
So how do you know that you got it right?
One of our biggest taste testers here
Yeah.
of all our products that we make new
Yeah.
and old, anytime they come through the Don facility is our commanding officer.
Well done.
We're going to give you one more chance to write down the address to get all these great off-the-strip recipes. So be ready with a pen or a pencil. The Travel Cafe is back in just 2 minutes. All right, here it is. If you'd like a copy of any of the recipes from today's Vegas show, be sure to put Vegas on the outside of a self-addressed stamped envelope and mail it to the Travel Cafe, 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, California, 91523.
Hi, this is Chef Rob with your tip of the week. Try chocolate Napoleon instead of strawberry. Just simply take your whipping cream and add some instant chocolate pudding to it, and boom, you have a chocolate Napoleon. Enjoy it. Now it's your turn.